We've got some early leaks on the new Valorant agent Gekko and all of his abilities for episode 6 act 2, so let's dive in. Alright, Gekko is an initiator and every ability Gekko has is based around a creature or pet that he commands. Those same creatures can be used and retrieved to be used again in the same round, and this also includes his broken ult. Okay, we're going to start with Gekko's signature ability, Dizzy. When you throw this creature, it'll fly across the sky, and as it does, it'll blind any enemy it sees. So any enemy, if it peeks or does a swing, it will shoot a beam right down on the enemy and it will block 90% of the screen. It does leave the edges, but it's pretty much just a normal blind. The only thing with the edges is you can still kind of see where you are, so you can kind of avoid staying out in the open. But it blocks you from shooting straight, so you can still get some pretty good kills on that. Once that ability is finished, you can pick it up again, use it in the same round, but it does have a little small cooldown as well. Okay, here's a cool ability. So this is Wingman. When you deploy it down, it has the same path as Razor's Boombot, and it will run out until it sees an enemy, and it has a pretty long range actually. Anyway, once it sees an enemy, it will basically just do an explosion, and when it does that, it will stun anything that it sees. But when you're attacking, if you have the spike in your inventory, you can make this creature go out and plant spike for you, which we've never seen anything that can do that before. All of the abilities in Valorant have got nothing to do with spike. You can either put some grenades on spike so you can stop defusing it, but we've had nothing that actually interacts with the spike. So this is going to change how people play within the next few acts. But just like the rest of Gekko's abilities, you can also pick up this thing and use it a second time. Alright, for Gekko's third ability we have a molly or a grenade type move. And when you throw this thing down, it's basically like KO's grenade. Once it's down, it has a bigger range than the Viper grenade. But once you throw that down, it'll basically just have a small cooldown, a timer of 1 or 2 seconds. And once that time is finished, then it will explode like KO's ult, but it only explode once. So I'm assuming it probably do about 100, maybe 120 damage. We don't have the exact numbers for that, but that's what I'm guessing if it's only one. Alright, now here's the part I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for, is the Gekko ult, which is called Thrash. This basically acts as Sky's dog, but just with a bunch of other add-ons on top of it. So you deploy it down just like Sky's dog and you control it. It's a lot faster from what I've seen in the trailers, but when you use it, it basically, as soon as it comes in contact with an enemy, it will explode and that will make all the enemies around it detained. Just like Killjoy's ultimate, you can't do anything, you can barely move, you can't shoot, you can't really run. It's basically free kills. So if you combine this with a bunch of duelists, they run out, you can pretty much get most of the team killed if you're using this on a defense. But if you're attacking, you can still use this if you have a duelist right next to you that's kind of hanging around you. Use your ult, let them know, get a couple detained, and then they can go in and get a couple picks, help you team out. So there's lots of ways I'm sure people are going to be using these different abilities. So alrighty, this covers all of Gekko's ults and abilities. Hopefully you kind of understand a bit more about Gekko. I don't know too much about him right now. That's all I've seen from the leaks and videos that have kind of dropped, but he's coming out in only a couple days, episode 6 act 2, so hopefully we can see some cool plays with people using him. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, take care.